insights from his past satsang. So now we are just taking a few minutes to prepare ourselves to enter into the inquiry of this sacred knowledge, sacred truth given by Swamiji. In the restful awareness, I like you to join your palms together in your heart center in Amanjali Mudra. Let's invoke Swamiji by chanting the Sadguru Vandanam, followed by 3 times Mahavakya. So take a deep breath. Nithyanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Jnanamutim Dvandvatitam Gagana Shatrisham Tattvamasyarilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Savvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguruntam Namami. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. So all let us bow down to Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanghidanam, requesting him to bless us with these powerful insights and let us receive this knowledge, this sacred knowledge, with the right powerful understanding, so that it becomes part of us, part of our existence. So once again, let me just welcome all of you, whoever just joined, can turn on a camera, joining from Zoom, joining me in the Ardinum here, and joining me from social media. So a very warm welcome to all of you to the lesson 5 on the insights from the avatar. This is Kailasa, Singapore. Today is 21st of August 2024, and my name is Manita Dugananda. So without further ado, let's dive into today's satsang. Okay? So once again, a reminder to everybody, the power of satsangs. Understand, satsangs means discourse, where Guru, the Jagadguru, the Guru of the world, give the sacred knowledge to the entire world. So he said, whenever a sincere seeker, if you are a sincere seeker, seeking for the ultimate truth, seeking for the truth in life, when you hear such sacred knowledge, the truth, in your being, and you just know this is the truth, and you melt down in deep trust and are able to relax, understand, in that moment, the transmission of the lamp, basically from a realized to the unrealized, that means the lit lamp lighting another unlit lamp, happen automatically. So whether you're sitting with Swamiji, he said, whether you're sitting physically with me or not, it doesn't matter. Meaning what? The satsang transcends time and space. It doesn't mean that you will have to be physically sitting in front of him for these words to work on you. No. Even now, some of the satsangs have been delivered many, like 5-10 years ago, they still remain timeless, relevant. If you sit with that sincere space of yearning for the truth, that knowledge can just be transmitted to you. Okay? So don't think that the satsang is not life. It is still life, but just in this moment. Okay? So let's continue. So today we're going to cover the 17 insight. Okay, we have done 16 based on the 4 lessons. On the 5th lesson, every lesson we cover 4 insights. So today we're doing the number 17. So the click he say is flow with the cosmic goodness. So let's understand what Swamiji meant by that. He said, I can translate Dharma and Adharma in this way. So a lot of people say, oh, we need to live a dharmic life. We need to uphold Dharma. We need to, as Hindus or as a Seeker, we need to live a dharmic life. And what is Adharma? So he said, let me explain this so that you can understand properly from a Seeker, Dharma versus Adharma. So he said, if the basic facts with which you make all the decisions of your life are in tune with the cosmic goodness or the larger vision of life, you're flowing with Dharma. It means whatever you're creating is going with the good of the universe. Because, like for instance, the cosmic law is all about expansion. And you're living a life of expansion. Then you are in tune with the cosmic goodness. Understand? If the cosmic goodness is ahimsa, non-violent, and you are living a non-violent life, that means you're a vegetarian, you don't kill, and you don't do any harm to others, all this kind of thing, you're non-violent, you're living the cosmic goodness. Whenever you're not doing what the cosmos is flowing, then obviously you're living an Adharma life. Okay, so for example, here Swamiji gave a nice example. He said, you're giving medical care to people. Let's say you're a doctor or you are a nurse, and you make money by living this lifestyle to caring for people. Let's say you're a doctor. This is a complete Dharma, correct? You're helping people to be healthy, to get well. But if you're selling narcotic drugs, like for instance, cigarette, alcohol, some kind of drugs, and making money out of making people sick, you make money to make people sick, then it's a complete Adharma. Okay? So people who are selling cigarettes, selling drugs, selling anything that cause people to be sick, including chemotherapy. Anyway, so your success is going to be destruction of so many people. It means the more money you make, the more people are dying. Understand? So that is Adharma. Understand the difference between Dharma and Adharma now? Raise your hand. Yes? So next slide. So if the facts with which you make decisions are good for the cosmos and good for others, humanity as a large, then you're moving in the right direction. If they are not good for others and the whole planet Earth, that is what I call Adharma. Swamiji said. So Adharma is not the wrong cognition of life, Adharma is the wrong cognition of life which leads to wrong actions and decisions. Okay, so anything that is wrong cognition that leads you to make wrong decision and actions, this is what he called as Adharma. So he said life larger than lifestyle is Dharma. So that is another way he put it. He said life larger than lifestyle. The difference between life and lifestyle. Here he's trying to make you understand. Lifestyle means, what kind of food you take, what kind of house you live, what kind of car you drive, what kind of luxury clothes you wear, what kind of shoe you wear, what kind of people you hang out around with. So all these are lifestyle. Your lifestyle, how you live a luxury lifestyle, lifestyle of name and fame, only mix around with all this rich fella, or you live a lifestyle of simple, simple lifestyle. That means minimum. So these are different lifestyles. So looking at your life larger than your lifestyle. Planning your life larger than your lifestyle is Dharma. Here you need to understand lifestyle is not the same as life. Okay? Lifestyle is not equal to life. It means that your decisions are not just centered on you. Okay? So this is what he said. Planning your life larger than your lifestyle is Dharma. That means must look at what kind of life you want to live. And it's not everything about lifestyle. luxury or all this, but it's about life. How you want to live your life? What makes you happy? What makes you fulfilled? What makes you flow with the cosmic currency? All that, and live with the cosmic goodness. That is Dharma. Okay, so next slide. So he says, keeping yourself open to all the possibilities. Here's another dimension of Dharma. Okay, living a Dharmic life. So he talked about what you do, right? That means your profession, whether you are helping people, that constitute Dharma or Adharma. Next, he gave you another level, which is, do you focus on lifestyle or you focus on life, right? That's the second dimension of Dharma and Adharma. Now, he gives you another dimension, okay? He said, keeping yourself open to all possibility is Dharma. Okay, keeping your being open to all auspicious things in life, whether it is wealth, health, enlightenment, fortune, is Dharma. If you shut down this possibility, is Adharma. Like you're meant to expand, but you choose not for expansion because you feel fearful of expansion. You don't want to take responsibility. Then you're living an Adharmic life. You're moving towards Adharma. Understand? Give me a thumbs up. You understand what I'm saying? If you shut down your possibilities, because life is about expansion, discovering your possibility. But if you resist your possibility, choosing to shrink due to fear, incompletion, wrong cognition, you are living in a Dharma. Okay? Keeping all the possibility open, that is the first thing. Second is not postponing or delaying or shutting down the possibility just because you cannot encounter or face certain situation. Like for instance, you don't want to be responsible for so many people and you are afraid that someone, would hold you accountable for them, and you don't want to take the responsibility for the community because it's too much responsibility. You are afraid that you will lose your personal time. You're afraid that you get stuck into so many things that you don't have a life. Whatever may be your fear or what you resist, understand? Shutting down your possibility and postponing or delaying will lead you to living an Adharmic life. Okay, so any question? Clear about Dharma and Adharma? Next slide. So he said, trusting in the possibility is Dharma, the flow of life. Unfortunately, by and by, you start believing that the possibility itself does not exist. Believing that the possibility for further progress does not exist is defined as Rahu. In the Vedic astrology, in the Hindu astrology, there is this Rahu, right? Then the Guru and all this. All Rahu is those that make you think that you cannot expand, make you think negatively. So whenever you shut down the possibility, you're suffering with Rahu. So shutting down any possibility for expansion or any hope is, that means Rahu is in your in your chart now. You're encountering Rahu, which makes you not able to see clearly. So, and it is atheism. Atheism means not believing in the divine. So keep all the hopes alive, even if it is false hope. Even if it is false hope, keep the hope alive. You lead you to the ultimate. So understand, all hopes finally lead you to hopelessness. That means not because they are false hope, but because they ultimately lead you to the reality. You need to come down to the reality. Reality is where you need to experience. So hope, by its very innate intelligence, will lead you to the reality. Whatever you're hoping, whatever you need to experience, whatever you need to expand, finally you will reach the reality just by keeping the hope alive, just by living with that hope, the possibility. So keep all hopes alive. Keep all possibilities alive. This is the way to flow with the cosmic goodness. This is the way to live Dharma. Okay, so now next slide. I think that's the last slide for this clip. So I'd like you to contemplate for a few minutes on what Swamiji has just spoken regarding Dharma and Adharma. And you can take your book of heart and pen down. In any way you have been living a Dharma. In any way you're living Dharma. Okay, like you become vegetarian. Okay, great, one thing. you try to live in from the space of completion. Whenever you don't want to remain in incompletion. So okay, tick. And then the next thing is maybe you're delaying your expansion. You're afraid to take responsibility. Okay, maybe this is one area you need to work on. You need to get out of your wrong cognition or decision. Okay, then so roughly where where you're stuck in the life, flowing with life, the goodness of cosmos, where you're not able to somehow embrace this flow, and you're resisting or you're fighting with it. So please take a few minutes to contemplate on this insight that Swamiji gave. In your life, in any area that you are not flowing with Dharma, and opening up your possibilities, whether it's leadership consciousness, whether it's completion, whether it's health consciousness, wealth consciousness, whether it's spiritual enlightenment, whatever space or area that you're expanding into, please write it down. Please write it down so that you look within your life, in what areas that you are. Even if you feel that, your job right now is not the most dharmic way of existing, then look for career switch. When in 2009, part of the reason why I decided to leave the corporate world for good is because I was living as a marketing professional, and of course in marketing your job is to create desires, more one. So I supposed to create a very, very sexy lifestyle where you're supposed to create more desire so that you will chase after the consumerism. Okay, so after a while I just realized that this is totally in the wrong direction of my spiritual life. I was like, okay, I can't do this job anymore. I have to leave the corporate world. So I decided, okay, because I'm not living a dharmic life, right? Because I'm actually creating more people to suffer, right? Isn't it? Creating more wants and people suffer. So in the end I decided, okay, now I know why Swamiji made me jump out of the rat race and leave the corporate world. Yeah, because the profession I was doing at that point in time was, not a dharmic life. So, shall we go to the next insight? Insight number 18. Okay, you can ask question later on the chat. Doesn't matter. No. Let's go to the next insight. This twinkle shaker here is here. All right, insight number 18. This is the fascinating topic. Marriage is for enlightenment. Okay, so listen to this satsang Swamiji is trying to impart to all of us. So listen, he said, a devotee was sharing with me yesterday that he's feeling that he's married to the wrong person. He said, I think my wife is not the right person, So he's complaining to Swamiji. And he was asking if we should move out of the commitment. That means divorce. Okay? So that was a question asked to the Guru. And here Swamiji say, I told him, no, marriage is such a sacred institution. When you commit, all doors should be closed except the possibility of your transformation. You should not even think of any other doors. I will only recommend transformation from your side rather than changing the other person, because you are already committed. Okay, so that's what Swamiji's words to this devotee. Next slide. Is this 3? Next one. Okay, sorry, it's 2. So he said when God understood that he cannot be continuously available for everybody. This is so funny. He said when the divine Paramashiva realized that he cannot be continuously available for everybody, he created a system for everyone to evolve. That is marriage. Marriage is the system he created to make you evolve. Okay. So it is your own idea, it is your own ideas which make the other person look wrong. How you judge the person, he's not the right person for me, she's not the right person for me, whatever you come. So only your fantasy make the other person look wrong. So your fantasy, you need to understand and alter your patterns and look into the depths of your being and transform you. Okay, so when you have anger or fear in your relationship, it means that the love has reduced, has come down. Now it is time for you to work and develop that trust, which is beyond love, and transform yourself. So he's giving advice to this devotee. Don't look at changing the spouse. It is not going to solve the problem. Look at transforming yourself. That is the permanent solution. He said, because in Hinduism, Sanatana Hindu Dharma, everything we do is for enlightenment only, whether it's doing your spiritual routine, whether it's career, whether it's marriage, whether it's, anything that you do is all leading us to this, the ultimate. So same way for marriage, it just means that you have chosen to, take this path of marriage. It means living as a householder and work with another being for your transformation, for your enlightenment. So that is the purpose in the marriage vow. In Hinduism, the married couple take the 7 vows in the homa, which is in the sacred fire, where sacred fire is invoked, and they take 7 vows. And all the 7 vows, if you read them carefully, they are all for enlightenment only. That means helping each other to reach the ultimate enlightenment. That is the purpose of the marriage in the Hindu context. So it is a very beautiful ritual if both beings have the complete understanding and right frequency to receive this understanding and take the vow together as a commitment for each other. So he's replied to this devotee who is obviously a Hindu, who has sworn their commitment in the Agni, sacred fire. So that's why in Hinduism there's no divorce. Okay, if we have already taken the ritual, there's no divorce, no question of divorce. Only expansion, that means working with each other till you reach the end. Understand? In the Hindu marriage, this is the way how Hinduism is set up. There's no question of divorce. Next slide. So please understand, when you marry for the first 1 year, enjoy the romance. Once the honeymoon is over, start the process of enlightenment, which is transforming yourself. Then from second year onwards, use the whole thing for enlightenment. That means for first year, okay, enjoy, maybe you're still living together for the first time. Then from second year onwards, start the work of enlightenment. It means transforming yourself, so that, and also help the other person, your partner who you have committed to, in your life, to work together for enlightenment. So that is his basically his advice to this devotee. Obviously, these guys has taken the Hindu marriage, and this is the way how the sanctity of marriage in the Hindu tradition. Okay, any question on this? Chandrasekhara Priya. Yeah. She said she tried to change the power in the end, decided it's not working. Yeah, it's not working because even you change the spouse, the same pattern, you only be projecting to the other person, so you so that the same thing will come back again. You boomerang back to you. So transforming yourself is really the permanent solution. Any question on this? Let's get into the insight. So write down. Let's contemplate in this insight. If you're married, planning to get married, okay, if you're already married or you're divorced or you're whatever, maybe at a different life stage you are in now, in this, in the relationship, okay, contemplate on this insight. Okay, for those who are not married and planning to get married, then you need to have the clarity that if this is the life I want, then how are you going to create the space to find that person who can sink in tune with you with the right understanding or context of married life. Okay, if you're already married, before you know this truth or this insight, then you need to plan how to bring your spouse to the same frequency, the same understanding, in tune with you. Okay? So these are all the different, if you already move on, that means you already divorced and or your spouse is already passed on and you now you're not in any relationship, then you decide, okay, if that is the situation you're in now, then what is your focus? Whether do you want to enter another relationship or you feel that I'm done with that, I just want to focus on myself for enlightenment. So these are the thing you want to contemplate on this insight. It's like, for me, it's like, oh, finally I'm liberated. Okay, now spend my time to do my real work. Okay, any other question? If you're married and you have small kids and your kids are still young, then obviously you have other responsibility because you're now in the grihastha life stage, right? Then for people who are already entering into vanaprastha, that means your kids are pretty much grown up, and then you can start withdrawing. Vanaprastha means retrieving to the forest, retreating to the forest. So that means living, renouncing the what we call it, the outer world, and start focusing on your spiritual expansion. It means living a life of renunciation in transition before the sannyasa, okay, before the last stage of living enlightenment. So, because this phase is very important, because you need to prepare. You need to prepare not only your body, your inner space, everything from a regular grihastha lifestyle to a vanaprastha. It means a lifestyle where you start focusing on your spiritual expansion, looking at what you need. And traditionally in Hindu lifestyle, according to the enlightened master's guidance, let's say a couple, when they reach this life stage, where they are ready to hand over their responsibility to the next generation, and they are going to move away and start focusing on their enlightenment. So they will normally retreat to a more simpler lifestyle in the forest and do a lot of completion and all this amount, so that they're evolving, they're moving together towards the common goal of enlightenment. So that is the way how in Vedic lifestyle, this is the way the guidance was given. So let's enter into the next insight. Insight number 19. Listen and let the master talk. Okay, this is a very interesting click that I discovered. So in the book Bhagavad Gita, right? In the book Bhagavad, it literally means Song of God, right? In the translation, it records the teaching of the great incarnation Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the incarnation, to his disciple Arjuna. So you should know in chapter 6, verse 1 of Bhagavad Gita is the first chapter in which Krishna starts talking. Please understand, until then, Arjuna was talking. He was opening up to Krishna, his incompletion, his fear of fighting in the war, all this kind of thing. That was like the first few chapters. He was just, opening up and collapsing in powerlessness. So Bhagavan is responding to all his questions and all his doubts. He said, it is like people coming to Swamiji. He said, it's like people coming to me with their agitation, doubts, questions. After all their doubts has been answered, they ask, Swamiji, do you have anything else to tell me? So that is when I start talking, advising them, guiding them. Till then, I'm only clearing their doubts, the confusion, showing them where they're missing in life or in the wrong direction. So he said this is the way how he operates. That means he will provide the listening, just like how Krishna was listening to Arjuna's incompletion, or his fear, or his patterns, or his thing he was vomiting out. Then Krishna was just listening, and then after that, when Arjuna was kind of settled down after opening up, Krishna starts speaking, advising. Next slide. So he said, in my conversation, all my answers to your questions and your doubts are just way of showing you where you are wrong. Only if I'm talking on my own, I'm guiding you with what is right. Understand? He said, there is a big difference between telling what is wrong and telling what is right. He said, only when the disciple is tired of all the questions and doubt, he says, come on, you tell whatever you want to tell. Then the master begins talking. Understand? So masters will not speak until you're exhausted all your questions and doubt. Why like this, why like this, why like this, why like this, right? So when you're still asking why, which means you're not ready to listen yet. Understand? So he said when they have exhausted all their why and their doubt, then they're ready to listen. That's where the master begin to speak. Next slide. So contemplate on this insight. This is a very, very straightforward way of how a master operates, enlightened being operate. When we come to a guru or enlightened master for answers to our life problem, situation we are stuck in, and when there is this, the mind, the logical mind, constantly questions, judges, and asks doubts and all that, right? So we may have like 1,001 questions that we want to ask, but he said till you exhaust all these questions, then you are ready to listen when he speaks. Okay? If your mic is wherever he speaks, only he still, another question pop up, another question pop up, another question pop up. You keep going on this. The mind is too actively involved. You're not ready to listen. Say, no, that's not the way. The way is allow the master to speak. You listen. First the master will listen. After that, he will speak into your listening. And when you're ready to listen, he will speak into your listening. Okay? Got it? Yes? See, initially all of us, we don't know how the master work or operate. We ask lots of questions. We ask, question him. Then after a while you realize, hey, you come to a stage where you have no more question. That means you feel that all the question has been answered, or you already found the answer to all your doubts. It resolved itself. Then that's a time you'll see you're ready to listen to the master. You're ready to fall into the silence. Okay, got it? Thumbs up? Yes? Let's enter into the last insight today. Okay. So today, the last insight is about awakening the sacred feminine. Basically, your divine feminine consciousness. Here, he's giving a deeper understanding of why we need to awaken this dimension in us. So listen carefully. And later on, we're going to do a meditation based on the technique he's giving. Okay, so listen. He say, understand the whole subject of how to awaken the sacred feminine. There are 3 unique words you need to know. Only feminine energy can be called sacred. Have you ever heard of sacred masculine? No. Only feminine energy can be given the title sacred, because when it is awakened, it does so much in your system. You see, like in all the divine thing, whether it's Mother Earth, River Ganga, all this feminine energy where we give sacred sanctity, they're all named on the feminine energy. Even Saraswati, Lakshmi, they are all feminine energy. So understand, he said, it has nothing to do with your gender, whether you're male or female. No. That's an important thing. The gender being male or female has nothing to do with sacred feminine energy. It is something to do with the inner quality. What is the inner quality? How you perceive life, how you perceive yourself. Understand? That determines whether you're able to express this dimension in you, the divine sacred feminine energy. Next slide. So, say the next word is awaken. Right? First is sacred, the next word is awaken. Only the sacred feminine energy needs to be awakened. You already have too much masculine energy. The masculine energy is the one that makes you restless, agitated, understand, and violent. That's the nature of the masculine energy. The world needs more sacred feminine energy. The whole world is suffering with too much masculine energy at this moment. Lust, violence, all these are masculine energy. He said, if politics has been handed over to women, so much good would have happened to humanity, to human society, to human civilization. Why? He said, if it has been handed over to women, it would have been a completely family-based civilization. Because woman is the natural nourisher or natural nurturer. So for them, when they are working in the politics, naturally they will bring that quality. They will govern the whole society or the country based on that expression. So naturally everyone would have their basic needs met. All the basic needs would have been supplied to the whole world. Only the feminine energy needs to be awakened. Only that can be called as sacred. See, right now the world is too much skewed towards masculine energy. That's why if you see the power center is controlled by a few people who are in power, whether it's the banking industry, whether it's in the corporate world. You just see only a few people who are controlling the power center in this whole world, the economy. Understand? Because the world is controlled by the masculine energy right now. And because of that power center, many things are being sacrificed. Like for instance, many people, they're poor. It's not because we don't have enough food to feed the whole world. Because they destroy the food to keep the price high. Because they want to earn extra profit. Understand? This is the way how many things are handled. They destroy the crops. They dump the crop into the sea rather than giving this extra harvest to the needy. They will not do that. Because if they give to the needy, then the whole price will come down, and which they don't want. They don't want to keep the price up so that they can have the high profit. So that is the kind of same thing with pharmaceutical company. Understand? So many industry, whether it's in the food chain, in the healthcare, in the property, in banking and finances, all this, if it is driven by the masculine energy, you can understand greed and power center will be the result. So Swamiji say, awaken the sacred feminine energy, because by very nature, you want to contribute, you want to nurture next generation, you want to provide. You will not be trying to accumulate and trying to deny people just for your vested interest. That is the difference between the sacred feminine consciousness versus the masculine energy. Next slide. Okay, so he said, let me define the sacred feminine. He says sacred feminine means extraordinary creativity in any field. Why it is associated with the word feminine? Because by nature, without any choice, all women, as long as you're in a female body, all women experience that creativity when they carry a child. In that 9 months of pregnancy, in that 9 months, because you are closest to the existence, because you're creating life within you, you experience the utmost creativity during that 9-month window. Even if they are unconscious about the feminine energy, when they are carrying a child, means they are pregnant, their body is made to experience this energy regardless. It's like a force things happen. The moment you become pregnant, you are going to become a mother. Because by becoming a mother, you're closest to the creation by being like a cosmic mother. Because cosmic mother is the one is continually expanding the whole entire cosmos. Okay, next slide. So the sacred feminine part is an extraordinary energy. If you are mature enough, your being can also experience the sacred feminine creativity, this utmost creativity that you will be celebrating, because all enlightened beings carry that feminine grace. If you notice the body language of enlightened master or enlightened beings, you will notice they carry this feminine grace because they have been awakened. They have awakened and experienced the sacred feminine energy. So we're going to meditate. Swamiji said, meditate on this sacred feminine energy, which is the mother energy, a healing energy. Not only is creative energy, it is the mother energy, and it is also a healing energy. And this energy is very, very powerful, because it's a very powerful process when this awakening happens, and a very beautiful meditation technique. So we're going to do this meditation technique today. Very, blessed by Swamiji. Next slide. So he said the Vedic tradition in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, okay, uses this technique whether you carry male body or female body. So your gender does not matter. Just awaken this dimension in you. Just remember yourself as a cosmic mother. That's all. He said whether you're female or male. So that's why Ramakrishna, when he was meditating on Devi, he literally feel that his body and his body language and the way how he experienced himself, he literally feel like he's a woman, right? So nothing else. Just remember yourself as Devi, Parashakti, You may think, what if my body language and everything becomes feminine? What will I do? Don't worry, it will only add more juice to you and grace to you. So don't worry, even your male body, and you feel that if I awaken this energy, will I become a sissy, no, don't worry, you will become very graceful. He said, same way, when you remember the cosmic mother, if you are carrying the female body, let's say your female body, it will suddenly add the masculine courage. See, woman, by our very nature, we're stuck in the Swadhisthana. It means the second energy center where we are stuck with the emotion of fear and insecurity. When this dimension is awakened in you, you will have the courage, masculine courage, to handle anything in the outer world. Okay? On the other hand, for male body, if you awaken this dimension in you, you will add grace of the mother in you. Okay, that means you will become very motherly. You become a great nurturer, a nourisher for next generation, for yourself. That's why when you do yoga, when you have this self-love, you become like a mother to yourself. So for women, you will add the courage of the mother. Either you have the grace of the mother or the courage of the mother. Okay, so this is what the benefit of awakening this sacred feminine energy in all of us. Any questions so far before we enter into awakening the sacred divine feminine consciousness in all of us? Let me see. Any question? Please ask. Next slide. I think that's the last slide. Okay. If you have questions, please type now. You can write down on your book of heart before we enter into the meditation. Okay. You contemplate on whether you are living, whether you are expressing the sacred feminine energy in your life. Whatever decision, whatever things you perceive life, yourself, relationship with children, relationship with anyone, what is the space you operate? Do you operate as a cosmic mother or you operate as a masculine energy? Masculine energy is always about agitation, restlessness, and also violence, aggression. Whereas with the feminine energy, it's all about nurturing. It's all about the healing the world. It's about expansion, creativity. So when you are not in the feminine consciousness, when you are not like falling into the masculine energy, how can you tune back to this divine feminine consciousness? That's why Swamiji said the world need more people with awakened divine feminine consciousness. And I remember he did say that men is not that they don't have this dimension. When they are younger, they have this divine feminine consciousness already in them. But it's when society start making them inserting ideas or believe that they should have certain behavior as a man, they start moving away from this space. He said the way to get back, there are two ways. I remember Swamiji said, one, start nurturing yourself, like through yoga, meditation. It means taking care of yourself. That is one way to awaken your divine feminine consciousness. Second, taking care of children, whether your own children or, working with children. These two will help you to awaken the divine feminine consciousness. Whether it's working with children, your own children or others' children, it doesn't matter. Because the nature of working with children will awaken your divine feminine consciousness. The second is through yoga, through working on yourself. That is also one way to awaken your divine feminine consciousness. Okay? Any questions so far? Otherwise, we're going to do this meditation. I decided to do a longer meditation, 11-minute meditation in this session. Okay? So his instruction to all of us is, if you have the I-band, please go and take your I-band now before we begin. The instruction is remember yourself as a cosmic mother. Remember yourself as Devi, Parvati or Parashakti, and radiating this mother energy, the healing energy, the creative energy not only expressing through this body and also to planet Earth. So this is the meditation technique. Okay, are you all ready? Please go and take your, I give you 1-2 minutes to take your I-band. Be careful. If you need to go to the washroom, please go and, prepare yourself. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Huh? Outside, here. There's a box there. So all of you, please go and take your I-band. You can write down whatever you feel about this topic on this divine feminine consciousness. Whether are you more you're radiating more the divine feminine consciousness, or you're radiating more the masculine energy. So we're going to do a 11-minute meditation. Okay, I'm going to play Devi mantra while we are doing this meditation to settle ourselves into that space of the cosmic mother. As you know that Devi Durga is the embodiment of cosmic mother. So we're going to play a mantra of Devi Durga. So all of you, please go and get your I-band. We'll start in 1 more minute. 1 more minute, we are going to do this meditation. I'm going to set a timer as well, a timer for 11 minutes. So when you're ready, please put on the I-band as we prepare ourselves to enter into this sacred space of the divine feminine consciousness, radiating the mother energy. A very creative healing energy which is needed for planet Earth. When more people are radiating this divine feminine consciousness, you can imagine life on planet Earth will be living with so much love, compassion, so much of less violence, and just living at peace with yourself and more possibility. So give me a thumbs up. We're all ready. Let me just do a check on the Zoom. Okay, Zoom, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. Okay, great. So all of you, please settle down in any comfortable meditative posture. With the back straight. Sit, align the head, neck, and spine in one straight line. As you close your eyes and start focusing on your body awareness and your breath awareness. So slow down the breathing. Inhaling very slowly and deeply. Enter into a pause, a gap, then exhaling very slowly and completely, and then another pause and gap. Just watch this breath movement, your natural effortless breathing. Connect with prana shakti. Shakti is the expression of mother in the form of prana. All the things divine are called Shakti. Shakti means Devi. Understand? Because she's the manifest. Devi is the manifest. That's why it's called Shakti. So connect with her through prana shakti, your life breath. Through the prana shakti, remember yourself as Devi. How Devi looks like. In your inner space, you are now the embodiment of Devi, the cosmic mother, and radiating the healing energy, the mother energy, the creative energy. So remember yourself as Cosmic Mother and just enjoy the meditation.
शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी
शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके 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 शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते
செந்தூரம் குங்குமம் செவ்வானம் அவ்வானம் திகழவர் கதிரின் உதயம் தேசுமிகு மாணிக்க திருவேறு கமலம் அச்செங்கமலம் அஞ்சு பவளம் மந்தாரம் மழை நாளில் வரும் இந்திர கோபம் அவண்டூரு மலையின் அரவம் மான்மதம் செங்குருதி போல் மலரும் மாதுளம் மாதுளம் சிதறும் மொத்தம் செந்தீயின் வண்ணமெனவே சொல்லும் நீனேம் செப்பரிய அழகு வடிவும் சிங்காதனத்திலும் சிவனார் மனத்திலும் சீர்கொண்டு இலங்கும் எனினும் ஏண்டாய் நின் பேர் சொல்லும் ஏழையே அறிவிலும் என்றென்றும் திகழ அருள்வாய் இறைவியனை ஆண்டருளும் நித்ய நித்யேஸ்வரி நித்ய புரி வாழும் உமையே நோக்கும் திசை தோறும் நோபுறத்தாள்களும் நூல் போல் ஒசிந்த இடையும் நொடி தோறும் புதிதான எழில் கொள்ளும் நுவலறிய திருமேனியும் வார்குங்குமக்கச்சு மார்பும் அம்மார்பினில் வாடாத மலர் மாலையும் வைரமோடு நவமணி வயங்கும் மங்கள நானும் மனம் வீசும் இனிய பொலிவும் காக்கும் கரங்களும் அங்குச பாசம் கரும்புவில் மலர்கள் ஐந்தும் கனிவாயில் மூரலும் கருணை பொழிவிழிகளும் கனகமணி ஒளிரும் முடியும் ஈர்க்கும் சுடர் முகமும் இருவிழி களிப்பையாம் எங்கெங்கும் காண அருள்வாய் இறைவியனை ஆண்டருளும் நித்ய நித்யேஸ்வரி நித்ய புரி வாழும் உமையே இறைவியனை ஆண்டருளும் நித்ய நித்யேஸ்வரி நித்ய புரி வாழும் உமையே சீரா
relaxed. You can come out of meditation. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Settle back to this body awareness. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with a few breaths. So how was the meditation? How do you feel? Anyone want to share before we conclude?
Yeah, it's a very happy, light-hearted, and you feel, like there's so much warmth, like so much love and joy that can be radiated to the rest of the world.
Yes, that is feminine consciousness. Okay, see, Swamiji says that awakening this energy is enlightenment. Understand? This is the energy that leads us to the ultimate enlightenment. Because he said Devi holds the key. See, Devi is the manifest. Shiva or Paramashivam is the unmanifest. To reach the formless, you need to go through Devi. So when you start radiating the divine feminine consciousness, awakening this dimension in you, you are moving towards enlightenment. Radiating this energy is enlightenment. That's why all enlightened master radiate the divine feminine consciousness. Understand? That's why we need to awaken this dimension, all of us, because the society at large suppressed this energy in us. See, when we're born as a child, we radiate both dimensions. But because the society, by its very unconscious nature, is very masculine. So even we are born as a female body, we're told to suppress this dimension in us just by, for instance, how men are more valued versus women, right? The gender inequality is one way that suppress this expression in us. And also in the corporate world, where in the working society, where men dominates. So even men dominates in in economy, in the corporate world, naturally the female also gets suppressed. There's a glass ceiling that we can never reach to the top, right? But I think it depending on which country and which place that you are brought up. Like in some places, woman is severely suppressed. In some places, women are honored. Especially in Vedic tradition, woman is given the sacred reverence because she's the pillar in the family that raised the consciousness of the family, whether it's the husband, whether it's the children, next generation. She's the pillar. So that's why in the Hindu family, the mother is revered as Devi. That is the way how in Vedic tradition women are honored, worshipped, and revered as embodiment of cosmic mother. It was only in certain society that this quality or this part has been lost. So it is important to get back, because when more and more people are radiating this divine feminine consciousness, more and more good will be radiating through, not only just humanity, but collectively on planet Earth. So planet Earth needs more people to radiate the cosmic energy of Mother. Okay? So if there's no further question, we can conclude with the Purna mantra. You can share that in the group. I'm just going to go through a few slides, the remaining slide. So tomorrow evening, we're going to start the new season of Paramashiva Home Level 1, 2, 3. So we encourage all of you who are not haven't attended either one season, level 1, 2, 3. Please join respectively to different registration. So it starts about 7 p.m. The session with yoga, and then in Singapore time, the next morning 7 a.m. Singapore time or 7 p.m. Eastern time is the daily darshan. Okay, daily darshan. Don't miss the darshan. Swamiji will come and initiate all of us into different shaktis or different consciousness. Next slide. So next lesson number 6 is next Wednesday. So I encourage all of you to enrich more people to come for this session, insights from the avatar. So next week we're going to cover lesson number 6. So with that, I think I come to the end of today's session. We'll conclude with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sovam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paudika Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, Nithyanandam. Just sit there first. I take a picture. Smile. Okay. See you next week.
Somebody left poll left. You take already. Huh? You take the screenshot already.
I think another